Execute
We'll try-
the cheesy cheese.
we'll try not to go off topic too much, but we have left some time just in case we do. But
We will definitely.
we will definitely will, but we'll try and strain.
Podcast as well.
Sorry, can you say that again, please?
Is Twisted joining the podcast as well? Or not?
He didn't say anything about
No.
joining. I think they're too much into the SAO talk in general to think about the podcast.
Yeah, we've kind of been left to devise an idea of everything around it about the mods. So free reign. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very curious how many will show up to listen to this.
Well, hopefully some will come, but we will definitely put it into a YouTube channel. We still need to make that fun. I will do it today later.
That's good.
We will see.
One question about the YouTube channel. Should I make a new Google account or should I use mine to make the channel? So if I make
Doesn't really matter. You can use your own, I think. If you
it doesn't matter, but you can leave your one for if you just in case you want to do your own stuff. But I really don't mind.
Okay, I think that will be easier to make use mine account, and I could. I think I looked into it. I could give permission to edit the channel to others as well. So if we do it regularly, I will give you permission to edit the channel as you see fit.
Sure.
Yeah. Less than 10 minutes and I'm panicking.
calm down.
Calm. It's fine. It's
a
fine.
pilot. It's the first
Give me some
time,
memes.
and we will have more guests and more people when the second episode arrives. So,
Yeah. So
have you ever listened to one of those interviews from the cast of SAO? How nervous they are?
No, but
Yeah,
I will definitely do
On
it.
YouTube, it's hilarious.
Yeah, they're professionals. They've been doing this for a
really
while.
nervous.
Wow.
Oh yeah, just take it easy. Not even doing it for the money, so
It will be the memes. For the memes.
we do it for the memes.
I'm the meme mercenary.
Memers. Yes, memers. Yes.
Already starting the how was it called? Unlimited blade work background already.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, where should we put that bit in terms of all of this? Or
We will see. It will fit. Maybe not. Maybe.
Yeah. We'll see how the discussion goes.
it'll be in the off-topic.
Definitely,
section,
but we will see which one.
Yeah.
A good one. Shit.
Okay.
This one is the right one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like in terms of discussing more about the franchise as a whole, I'd say that would be a good idea for the actual episode 1 to actually go a bit more in depth into that and how our opinions on it all.
Good idea.
So granted, here we'll specifically towards the end. It's like speaking of our more favorite moments of it, but not like too much in depth. And
yeah, because it's a pilot episode, so we should really just touch it, so people would know that we definitely want to talk about it. But let's just set a mood for the first episode, no?
Yeah, exactly. So I'll try not to go too much in depth in saying that why are we writing in the first place, because as we've seen in general, that's also what kind of the reason why I've started anyway. But we'll try not to go into too much detail on anything in particular.
For me, it's a little part of it, but I have the much different reason to start that I started writing. But it would be good to mention it.
Yeah, and then we can build upon it for the actual episode 1 and actually talk about that a lot more in detail.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's good?
Wow.
What's up?
I see
am
it already.
here.
It will be chaos. Give me chaos.
This entire server is chaos.
Give me
How
chaos
do
and
you
give me
pronounce her
death.
name? Naintarlow and Naintarlow. Naintarlow and Panzer will begin. We will be damped. Well, how do you call it in English? We will have our microphones off, and you will announce us in. Right?
Yeah.
Basically,
Just
yeah,
so you know, it's Talon.
Wow, that's such a
Basically, you
corrupt
introduce us. We introduce ourselves.
Sorry about that. But yeah, my name's Talon. Just so you know.
Okay, Talon.
Your voice sounds so good, like a corpse husband.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
good. Are you
It's why they
secretly
call me the
corpse?
deep one.
Bit of the corpse idea from Among Us.
Yeah.
So sounds a little bit the same.
So I'm just trying to think.
We could use
Okay.
the podcast hub to coordinate without getting off topic during podcast, right?
Yeah, if there's anything you want to put in particular, or just quick little thing, edits or whatever.
Or just,
So I'm just trying to think. Hang on, sorry, continue.
yeah. Good idea. Whew, 5 minutes, people. The hype is real. Let's get
And
into the meat and potatoes. Oh, I can do good next imperfection, but
Yeah, just as a heads up, I've only got a half hour before I have to shoot off to get ready for work and everything. So
don't worry, we will record it and put it into YouTube. And we will laugh at ourselves.
I've just wanted to be in a podcast since my dad started doing them, and I figured it was a good idea, but I didn't know where to actually start.
Yeah.
well, you've got a foothold now.
This is the start. We will rule the internet and the memes.
DNA of the soul.
Going into already.
Memes,
Hello.
they are the DNA of the soul. They are the
Exquisite.
culture. They are everything we pass on. Greed, envy, despair, all memes, all passed on.
Talon, I need that recorded. Please do it. Record it for me. I need that in my life.
We need what?
I need that line.
And if
in
you
your
look over
voice.
here, ladies and
So good.
gentlemen, you will find a very rare crowd of memers attempting their first ever podcast. Truly such a fascinating and monumentous occasion.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Just started throwing in David Attenborough's fucking. Just have David. Like, we're doing a podcast and David Attenborough's just filming us doing it. Like, look at them. Oh, such a rare occasion. Like,
We need a link video to the podcast like this.
I have those moments in my other story, my Deadpool story, that he's just doing a David impersonation.
Well, if you need a VA for anything to do with that, or if you want to turn it into an audio thing, then let me know.
I can't do that, but I can show you a part.
And it would just be, you could go over to us, and it would just be everyone just chucking cheese at each other and just making Star Wars references.
fucking cheese. Is that what you said?
And me sobbing in the corner, I want my fridge!
It's only Wednesday Dale for you.
The time has come.
General Lumi.
Execute order cheesy cheese.
Execute Order 66.
Talon, we need you to voice lines like that. We need that in our lives.
Top of the morning to you, General. Don't even
You guys know, so real quick, you guys know Smaug from The Hobbit?
The dragon, yeah.
Yeah, the dragon. Oaken Shield, that filthy dwarfish usurper. He sent you in here for the Arkan Show, didn't he?
Yeah.
Bravo.
Beautiful.
I feel like as long as you have a deep voice, you can do Smaug from The Hobbit.
Yeah.
You have to have
Really
style.
No
do
one does it
anything.
better than Benedict
It's
Cumberbatch.
a little too high, I'm afraid.
Game time, boys. Tank, game time.
Okay,
Can everyone hear me okay?
Turning my
I know,
microphone
I
off.
know I
Yeah.
turned up late. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You can
Yeah,
hear
we
me
can.
too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to
We're all
be
sorted
louder.
then. Thank Christ for that.
Okay. Okay.
Also, hang on. So there's a few more guests than we were expecting. So which order should the guests introduce themselves? Because we've got Beyor first.
I've
And
got
According to the plan, there's Panzer, Tarlow, Lener, and then guests.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think so everyone doesn't just cram on to the same time. I need a set order in terms of who goes first and such in terms of everyone else.
I'll just go last, if that's okay.
I've got on the
Okay,
plan.
people,
I've
it's
got
2
on the
p.m.
plan. We've got.
We need to sort this out quickly. Hang on.
I've got on the plan. We've got Bears up first as the first guest. He'll be here for a couple of sections, and then and then we'll have who's next? Kitsune, I think, is up next. You can decide whether you want to join in for Nain's self-promotion, or you can join in for our second off-topic discussion.
Yeah.
You'll be there for a little bit. And then we'll have Talon will join us for the last sections.
I think we can iron out details in the podcast channel, so we should start now. Before I chicken out.
I was going to say, can you make the additions in the appropriate channel just so we can remember it when it comes to the time?
Yeah.
I don't want to accidentally forget. And it's like, hang on a minute, I haven't been introduced yet.
All right.
Oi.
Okay. Should we wait a little or start?
Just so we can get the appropriate order in fine, and then we can start afterwards.
Okay.
Actually, real quick, I'm gonna change my nickname here in the server so that it's back to Talon and not my runic thing.
Oh, so we can read it. Okay, that's fair enough.
So it's no longer confusing. I really did that for the sake of the joke. Like, because me and the other guy were fucking around with languages and stuff like that. Let's see.
That was good. I thought about being cool and asking if that could be put down as an animation, but
there we go.
Yeah.
Well, if you really want to, I put a suggestion forward about the cheese wars. So if you really want to, if there's a certain conversation you'd like to appear, you just put it in appropriate channel, and if you want other people to agree, so yes, this will be a good thing, and then continue, and then might end up becoming something. You never know.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
to tag everyone.
Okay. Anything else?
To end the server. I think that's it.
Okay.
We good to go?
Then let's start with the meme. Let's start with the meme. SAO Fanfiction Authors, assemble!
I nearly spilled my tea over that. Jesus.
I was so close to just humming the fucking Avengers memes song, not meme song. Like,
come on, let's all do it together. We'll do it together from the beginning. If we actually know how it goes. Wait, can someone put it in the podcast hub, like the actual song on YouTube, whatever, and just in case we don't entirely know how it goes, and then we all do it together.
I'll get it. Hold on.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, it's gonna be fun.
I love how it's just like a rolling start at this point. It's just like,
chaos, okay.
Who cares if we actually start on time? Let's just keep it going.
Yeah, like 3 minutes late. It's like, damn it.
Nothing ever goes to plan on this server. Right? You know it by now.
Exactly. How long? I wonder how long this plan took me. Half an hour to write. I didn't know how long that's going to last.
Okay, I have the actual video.
Out the window.
I mean, it's already falling apart, Chief. I don't know.
As long as we keep to the rough schedule, it is fine. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can't watch the video. It's not available in my country.
It's not? Wow.
This is a great start.
Start it if you want. Can you hear this?
The theme to the Avengers, one of the most well-known movie series in the entire world,
And it's not
and
available.
the fucking theme song isn't available in your country.
You want to listen to it?
Can you hear that or not?
Use the VPN.
Oh yes, let us introduce our sponsor for today, NordVPN.
Yes.
They're not paying
I
us to do it,
deadass
we
thought
just
you were
wanna
gonna
do it
say
anyway.
this podcast is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh no.
Anyway, so
Gentlemen, this
can someone
podcast is sponsored by Cheese VPN.
Execute order cheese and cheese.
So can someone
Yes, my
play
lord.
play the theme but through this, so we can everyone can hear it, I guess. Because
Wait, who should
I could stream it.
I will. I started.
sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't even know if that's gonna work, but fuck it, I'll try.
Yeah, video's not available for me either. I should have expected it, but
We have a stream.
And okay, so I gotta pause at the right moment. Is everyone in?
Yes.
Hang on.
Ready?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Let's go.
It's here.
wait,
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ready. Set. Go. What are we waiting for?
Go. Go
Oh, am I supposed to start the theme?
Yes.
Fuck.
We're waiting for
Okay,
Go, we're supposed
try
to
this
start.
again from the top. I'm sorry.
I will set my cue.
what are we supposed to be saying?
Go means go.
All right.
2,
2,
1.
1. Go!
SAO Fanfiction Central. Here is a first official podcast.
That was great. That was perfect.
That's a great start. Okay.
It's copyrighted. We're going to get copyrighted all across Europe at this rate.
That will need to be edited out.
We're going to get shut down before we've even started.
No.
Fucking copyright strike us. That's not gonna be fun.
To SAO Central!
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Welcome
Alright.
everyone to the SAO Fanfiction Authors Lang, our first official podcast and its first pilot episode. Okay, I'm your host, Naintarlow, and my beautiful and funny co-host, Panzer and Nain.
Dude, you're cutting out like fucking crazy.
It's YouTube. It's the copyright holders. They know we've played the Avengers theme. Go back.
Dude, they discovered us that fucking quickly.
Shut down before we've started.
It will be
That's
amazing.
gonna
Joke
suck.
to you, it's available in my country, so.
Cut out again.
Let's not do the Avengers Assembled thing. That's really has thrown us all really off course.
Yeah,
We had a
yeah.
course
think.
in the first place.
I mean, they have a point.
I've still got the podcast plan up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming up to like 10 minutes in, and it's just like, oh no.
Okay.
Yeah.
We haven't got anywhere.
Calm down,
It's
people.
great and all.
Calm down.
It's great.
Let's start.
It's great and all we have it up, but we need to start. So
Yeah, the first one
it
is.
doesn't really help if we haven't started yet.
Okay.
So the first one is how did we get into writing? That's the first one.
Wait.
Well, should we introduce each other first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We started and stopped. Okay. Welcome everyone to our first
Dude,
podcast.
the sheer discourse in this fucking call.
Okay, let me know when I start. Okay, when I can start.
All right.
Okay.
So it goes Panzer, Tarlow, Leonard, and then guests, and we've already got that. We've got that order. So I think we're set in introductions.
Yeah. Well, we should first introduce the server, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be a good idea, yeah.
Who wants to go?
See if we can
Because
get through
I'm
it.
laughing too much.
I think I can start without stuttering too much.
Okay. We need an epic voice guy.
Okay.
Talon.
One man on a mission. Okay, I'm not gonna start with that.
There's 6 of
let's
us
see.
though.
Do not. So we had a SAO Fanfiction.
This is a thing.
Barely. Sorry.
No one joins to try and listen in.
Yo, Balls
gonna like what they
59,
hear.
thank you for the sub!
Dude, it would be so great if the first person that subscribes to the whole thing was literally called Balls Team 69.
Explain!
Dude, how fucking goated would it be if the voice actors for the fucking cast of SAO joined into the podcast, like Bryce Papenbrook, Jeremy Lay? Holy hell,
Oh
That
no.
would be amazing.
No.
that would be great.
Chaos intensifies.
Perhaps maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe
Not
one day.
Not
That's
today
if we can
because we
actually
haven't
get
even
this fucking
started this
pilot episode off the ground.
Oh, guys, come on.
Too much.
Okay, let me be the straight guy and get us back into track. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Go.
The SAO Fanfiction Central is a Discord server where we SAO fanfiction authors gather and be our usual chaotic selves. And a week ago we thought we should start a podcast because it's fun and we have no experience whatsoever, so it will be chaos. I am your host, Naintarlow, and with me my beautiful co-host Panzer and Lenerk. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
And we have 3 guests. Wow, someone interested in us. We have Beyor, GAKitsune, and
Yeah,
Talon.
sorry. I didn't hear you. I'm here.
Hey, it's good. I'm Talon.
Hey, I'm Kitsune, hello.
Okay, let's introduce ourselves. I will start because for some reason I have to talk. I'm Naintarlow. I post fanfictions on fanfiction.net and I started to move to Archive for Own too. My most known and only SAO fanfiction is a crossover with Katekyo Hitman Reborn Sword Art version.
What?
I'm sorry, I didn't even catch that. Like, hello?
I couldn't catch that either. I'm sorry.
Hello.
You'll have to
nervous,
repeat.
okay.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, could you write it in chat, please?
Okay,
Like insert text.
I will try the last part
Okay,
again,
he
okay?
tried. Come on.
My most well-known and only
Next one.
SAO fanfiction is a SAO Katekyo Hitman Reborn crossover, Sword Art Online version Vongola. And that's it for me. Panzer, go talk because I'm tired.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Where is it? Yeah. So, as said, I am Panzer, part of a 2-man team, writing in multiple fandoms, but recently focused more on Sword Art Online. My main one is one called Sabertooth's Tale, which will be like other ones referenced here, will be mentioned later. My stuff is mostly found on fanfiction.net, but I do intend to upload to Archive of Our Own soon, trademark. On to the next one. Go on.
Okay.
Leonard.
I'm Lenerko1.
It's my
I'm
turn.
pretty new
Okay.
to the
Well,
SAO
I'm Beyor.
fanfiction community.
I'm posting fanfiction on fanfiction.net. I have 2 stories involving SAO right now. My biggest one is.
Beyor, we said Leonard.
Leonard.
That's when the guest goes before the host, okay? Cannot intervene.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm fine with being ignored.
Ouch.
I didn't want to ignore you. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Okay, Leonard, go.
Hi, I'm Lenerko1. I'm pretty new to the SAO fanfiction community with only a couple of chapters in a story I posted months ago and a few one-shots. But I don't plan on stopping. If you want to read what I've written so far, you can find me on Archive of Our Own and fanfiction.net under the username Lenerko1.
Okay,
Bravo.
then let's introduce our guest. And since Beyor wants to go so much, let's start with him.
Oh no, I am embarrassed now.
Beyor, just do it, man.
Do it, do
But
it,
now-
do it, do it, do it, do
Do
it.
it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, I am Beyor. I started writing fanfiction 3.5 years ago on fanfiction.net. I have posted 2 fanfiction stories so far, one involving a crossover with Deadpool, and the other is just a complete rewrite of the original story. And that's basically it.
Okay, thank you. Kitsune, want to take over?
So, hello everyone. I am Kitsune, but my pen name is Golden Alpha Kitsune. I've been a writer on FF.net now for a good number of years. I have 2 stories up at the moment that I'm focusing on core-wise. One is a rewrite of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX fanfic that I had from one of my fans, Super Neos 2. And the other one, and the one more important to this podcast, is a bit of a SAO sort of Final Fantasy Naruto Magikoi crossover and such called Sword Art Online Advent Children. It's only currently 9 chapters in at the moment because with everything with the COVID situation and inspiration, it's a bit of a writer's block at the moment, but I am working on it slowly but surely. So please do check me out if you guys are interested in giving it a read.
I'm still reading that fic. It's quite long. It's not going. Okay, thank you. Talon, yours at the floor.
Hey, I'm Talon, the Deep One, here on the SAO Fanfiction Central server. I got a pen name Talon C on fanfiction.net, the only site I even write on, and the only
English. English.
Please
I'm a
use words.
scatting man. But anyways, I write on fanfiction.net. My only SAO fanfiction is a crossover involving the Infamous games, where Kirito is a conduit, and it's been sitting on its first chapter for the past month now? Yeah.
That's 1 month. That's it. That's not long at all.
That's it's really not long at all compared to how long other ones have been in hiatus for. So
Me in a year and a half.
Oh man, I've got fanfictions from other series that have been sitting there for the past 1 or 2 of them have been sitting there for the past 2 years.
rip.
Be like that sometimes.
First chapter, 2 years, no updates.
I have a quick question, and it's a good move into our next topic. How long did you start writing fanfiction? Because I feel like I'm the most beginner level here with only 1 year and a half under my belt.
How long have you been writing?
Yeah.
Wait. So who was going to answer the question first?
Let's go with the host
According
first.
to the order, it's
Let's go,
Oh,
Panzer.
it's me. Yeah, okay. So it's me. I've been writing for about 3 to 4 years, but I've only within the last year got into the Sword Art Online area. But I've got 2 completed ones now, I think. Yeah, and I'm still writing on them, so expect more progress from me.
Lenerk?
I've been writing for a very long time. I've only been writing fan fiction over the last years, just over 3 years actually, and I started off over on Wattpad, writing My Hero Academia fan fictions. But I've transitioned over to AO3 and fanfiction.net with SAO in recent months.
Yeah. Beyor?
I believe I already answered this question. I started writing 3.5 years ago. I started on SAO. Not really after all these impressive stories that the community has. I thought, maybe we should rewrite the complete story, just like what Progressive did. And I felt inspirational and I just started with it.
Thank you. Kitsune?
yeah.
I originally started on fanfic.net under a different pen name, actually. But I started writing probably around 8. It would have been 8 years ago because
Damn, 8
I actually
years.
I
started
feel like I'm always
writing.
next to you guys. I feel like
Well,
I'm the
honestly,
new kid in the block.
No, honestly, I only started writing. I think it might have been like the summer after I lost my nan, actually. So it was it was more of a coping mechanism way back when I started writing more Naruto-based fanfics. But after recently playing Hollow Fragment, it actually gave me a bit of an inspiration to try my hand in an SAO fic. So yeah.
Thank you, Talon.
Oh, me? I have been writing for, I think, 5 years at most now. I started getting into write because I've been reading fan fiction well before that, and I didn't really think about writing at first. But after I got really irritated with trying to find fan fictions that, like, I wanted to find them, but they didn't exist because no one's like at least thought of the concept or something like that. And so I just picked up my Infinity Gauntlet and said, "Fine, I'll do it myself."
Good meme. Good meme.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
If
you.
you want, I realized if I like seriously, my Infamous crossover, the only one of its kind, only one.
Nice.
There you go.
And Infamous has been around for how long has it been out? Give me a minute, I'll look it up.
15 years.
Infamous.
Just
Damn it.
a hunch.
Infamous.
The power of Google, folks.
Well, I mean, if you are the only one that's written crossover of a certain kind, then you're certainly unique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Infamous was an open-world action-adventure game developed by Sucker Punch and published by Sony Computer Entertainment, released in 2009.
Wow.
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 17 years. Nice.
Wow.
Wait, 9. Oh. No, 7.
And since I based the crossover primarily on the game's Second Son, it was published in 2014.
Wow, 6 years.
7.
Damn.
7 actually.
6
21.
years.
We're in 21.
All that time, not a single person has actually come up with the concept but me.
Well,
Well, congratulations, creating something unique.
you are the first
There
guy.
you go.
The first of
Of course,
many.
the downside is that not many
Yay.
people actually see it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Let's start with the next topic. Why we started writing in the first place? I think in the order I started that talk. Yeah. Well, I started writing fanfiction because I started reading a lot before that. I basically learned to write and read English through fanfiction.
You're cutting out a lot.
Yeah, I do that. Can't help it.
Can you type it in chat, please?
I'm sorry, can you start putting memes in general?
He just types a long thing of text in his native language, and all of that just translates to no.
How about no?
No,
How about
it's
no?
impossible. And I started.
Sorry,
Okay,
continue.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Wait, Talon.
I
Continue.
basically learned to write and read in English through fanfiction, and since I always had a very active imagination, I just wanted to, oh fuck it, let's go and write it, and that's how it started for me. Panzer?
Okay. I started for 2 reasons. One, I'm always interested in alternative history of if you change slightly something in a certain time, it goes to a completely different story or completely different timeline. And then when it came to watching the beginning of what's the arc called? It was with Gunga Online, when the first part of season 2, and it's like, okay. Originally, Kirito was a bit skeptical of actually helping out. So it's like, okay, what if he didn't? What if someone else took his role for that particular scene? And that's where I started to come off from there and write about other stuff as well. And with what if I include this? What if I exclude that? And also, the second reason is I felt I know some bits could be altered to be personally better, in my opinion. But I won't go into too much detail about that because I feel like that'd be a better thing to go over much later on.
It's interesting.
Nice.
Yeah.
Leonard, your turn.
Well, I can't even remember the reason I got into writing. Originally, it was originally it was something in school. Creative writing was just something I had to do, and it turned into eventually it turned into writing more and more stories. I started posting them online. I started sharing them with friends, and they would give me feedback on it. And eventually I started writing fan fiction because I don't know why, I just felt like doing it one day, and here I am now.
Wait, I'm still surprised that you got feedback. You got feedback!
Nice.
No.
I'm sorry, Leonard. I can't. I just love your accent way too fucking much. Like, for me, could you yell "Blood for the Blood God"?
You what?
Blood for the Blood God in your regular accent.
Blood for the Blood God.
Could have made it a little more aggressive, but all right.
So lifeless.
I just keep thinking Alucard from Abridged. I am half-mast. I need to hear this.
I have a feeling we will be summoning Count just a couple of seconds.
Don't summon him. I don't want other gods in my head again. Okay.
No, we'd need Count for that, wouldn't we? And he's not here.
Okay, let's continue. We got off the pink again. Beyor?
Yes. Why I started writing? I was basically an SAO fan, and I was searching for new content. So I scrolled to Reddit a lot, read a lot of the translated novels from Divan. I think we all did. I basically was searching for more characteristics from Asuna, Kirito, everyone basically. So I stumbled on fan fiction and decided, hey, I like this. I want to do this myself as well. So yeah, I did.
Nice. Kitsune?
Yeah, so as I briefly touched upon it a couple of minutes ago, I'm gonna have to dash after this anyway. But yeah, basically, I've always been I used to grow up with anime and such, but for the longest time I kind of fell out of it. But as I mentioned, 8 years ago I actually lost my nan, and basically I lost one of the key supports of a lot of my foundations, basically, and throughout the entirety of that summer that on which I lost her, that I was constantly just watching animes and such, just constantly going on. The one I mainly focused on was Naruto, and I tried my hand way back when with Naruto fanfics on my old account, and even onto this new account which I'm on now, GAKitsune, but it got to the point where I wasn't satisfied with it, and so I decided to scrap all of my old stories and just start again with a brand new with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! GX idea that I had from one of the fanfics I read, and with his permission, actually got the chance to go ahead and write it.
Ooh,
But
nice.
with SAO, actually, again, I ended up buying Hollow Fragment really, really late. And going through that, I was always a fan of the SAO series. Like, granted, they could have done it better and such, but for the whole part, it was a really good anime. And it kind of sparked an interest in the back of my head. It's like, you know what, let's do this. But of course, with COVID going on and such, I have been on hiatus for roughly a year and a half trying to get my mental health back in order. But now, recently getting back into it, uploaded a new chapter recently as well, and just going on from there, hopefully, and to keep the momentum going. But again, I'm gonna have to jump out now because I gotta get ready for work. So peace out, everyone, and stay safe.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you
you
for
very
joining.
much.
You too.
Thank you for joining.
us. It was nice. Okay,
Yeah.
then we have two guests. Yeah.
And then there
That
was
was reduced, and then there were
And there was two. We've driven away one. How long will
Yeah.
the both of you last?
Only one can
Okay,
survive.
so I guess I'm up. I'm pretty sure I already explained the thing that got me into writing. I picked up my Infinity Gauntlet and just went, fine, I'll do it myself.
Okay.
Because finding a lot of the ideas that I've had for SAO, I'm like, okay, someone has to have written something like that. There's got to be one. And I kept looking and looking and looking. I looked on fanfiction.net. I looked in AO3. I looked in Wattpad, unfortunately. And
why did you look at Wattpad? You mad? You mad?
Yeah, exactly.
You are a brave, foolish soul.
Oh yeah. Yeah, when it comes to fan fiction in general, especially when you start looking in Wattpad, it's like drinking a Slurpee. Like, you take a couple sips and you're like, oh, this is really good. I'm glad I did this. Then the bad fan fiction start rolling in. It all gets right to your head and you're like, ow, fuck.
Brain freeze.
What was I thinking?
And this is the good
I saw some of the most horrid SAO shit in Wattpad, so I left altogether.
I never went there, and I never went to too many horror stories from you guys.
Less said about them, the better.
Yeah, I actually started writing SAO back in fanfiction.net. I made a couple, but due to the fact that I was relatively new to the fanfiction scene, and I was relatively new to writing in general, a lot of my stuff, like, the pacing was too fast, it was all cringy and stuff, the girls were too horny, so I ended up deleting those old fics, and I started to make the new one, Code, my crossover with Infamous.
Wait,
in fact, it was the only fanfic.
I have one problem.
English.
I have one.
I'm a scared man. But
I have one problem. There's the thing that's too horny. I never heard of it.
Bonk.
Just how casually I said that. The pacing was too fast. It was too cringy. The girls were too horny.
I'm horny.
Yeah, legit. One of my original ideas was having Kirito in reality be a literal fucking dragon, but I ditched that idea later on.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, because I am really in love with the dragons. I love dragons. I love what they represent and things like that. And also, black dragons are fucking cool.
Talon, it's a bit off topic, but ow.
Oh, I'm sorry. My fucking aux cord disconnected.
Jesus.
Talon, it's a little off topic, but I have one question. Did you read the Aragon book from Christopher Paganini or something like that?
The what?
Aragon. They made a movie.
Aragorn. Yes, I've read Aragorn.
Yeah.
Yay.
I love that book and the whole series.
Oh god, Aragorn was my childhood.
Yeah, me too.
I read the book and then watched the movie.
Did you know about the movie that most of the film was filmed in my home country, Hungary? But it was bad. It was bad.
Although for the longest time I've been playing around with the whole Kirito and dragon concept, that both those things, and it was either Kirito is secretly a dragon himself, or he finds an egg, raises a dragon, How to Train Your Dragon style.
Yeah, Dragon Rider.
Would be actually cool.
Dragon Rider.
Yeah, but I figured in a world as modern as the real world, because I love to expand on the real world aspects of SAO rather than the virtual world, because the virtual world is well-rounded enough as it is, or about as well-rounded as you can get. But I feel like the real-world conflicts are some of the things that people, especially the fanfiction community, barely touch upon, because it's centered around the already well-rounded virtual world. There's a lot more things you could do there. And I just think the real world has a lot of potential.
Yeah. That's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
I much prefer to write fantasy because you can just make things up and nobody can say anything about it.
Right.
Okay.
Why
Does this work?
fantasy?
Yeah. Do I know how it works? No.
Do I care? No.
Not in the slightest.
Fantasy. Because fantasy.
It's fantasy. Nothing makes sense.
Yeah.
I suppose all fiction is technically fantasy, though, isn't it?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's a sliding scale, I'd say, of kind of to yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shall we move on? Yes, sorry.
I did see this one fanfic that was also around the Kirito raising a dragon idea, but it was really short, pacing was too fast, and the fucking dragon was literally Alduin from Skyrim.
And the girls are too horny.
That hurt.
No, I think Silica was too horny.
Oh god.
That's the worst one.
Open up!
Out of all the ones,
Dude, not her, not sweet, innocent Silica.
Out of all the ones, they had to pick them. Okay.
Okay, let's move on.
I mean,
Let's move on.
I can understand the thought process. She is the Beast Tamer in the canon series.
Yeah, just not that.
Not that.
I can understand the thought process. I can only kind of get behind it, but the execution was so bad.
Yeah.
Like I always say, there's no such thing as a bad idea, just really bad execution and consumer preference.
Oh yes,
Yes,
I'm fully behind this idea.
Or ultimate defense.
Yeah, I'm very much into the theory crafting. Cause if you guys saw in story ideas, I played around with the SAO and Dishonored ideas. I even made Kirito's own set of supernatural powers that he gets from the Outsider's Mark. Like, have any of you played Dishonored at all?
No.
I have
That's the assassin game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the assassin game with Corvo Atano, and in the second game it's got Emily Caldwin. The Outsider, the guy from the Void, he gives you the mark on the hand, and you can teleport and shit.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But we should really move soon, because it's been already more than half an hour, and the fourth
Yeah,
point.
but hey, we
knew exactly what was going to happen. Okay, we're going to go off topic for way too long, and no one realizes it's too late. But hey, we all have cracking time.
We realized, but don't
third
want to
one.
move back.
The third one topic is what SAO means to us.
No, Beyor, self-promotion. Yeah.
What?
I think.
Oh yeah, because we skipped the self-promotion by accident to go onto the off-topic thing. Yeah.
I already promoted myself.
Okay. Beyor,
Yeah.
you're up.
For self-promotion,
It's just like
you
talk
still want
about.
to do it, of course.
Yeah, if you want to do it.
what do you want me to talk about?
Basically, your most popular, I guess, SAO fanfiction, and just talk a little bit about it, really.
Or the one you want to.
Yeah, sure, I can do that. My most popular story is Sword Art Online Einquart but different. Summary is it's basically a 3D. Never mind. Let me repeat that. I'm basically starting SEO from scratch. From the first point on, there will be many changes, not only in the story but also in the personalities of people. Kirito is more fond with his sister instead of how do you call it? More I guess. He also starts a guild, that sort of stuff. So it's really changed a lot. And so far, 500 people like it. So.
Ooh, that's a good number.
That's a huge number. Huge.
Just a minute.
What the fuck was that? What's a minute?
That's a second. I'm sorry, but
just a minute.
Something was trying to escape there. It didn't. Anyway, continue.
Fucking Nain. I'm tempted to leave it raw. That's what she said.
What the hell should I do that? There's no.
Wow.
That's what she said.
I don't even know how to edit. I plan to
I'm like
learn.
18, but I have the mental capacity of a fucking 5-year-old.
They'll laugh.
Damn it, I was about to type it and Panzer beat me to it.
You dare challenge us in memes?
I didn't necessarily
It's a meme
challenge you,
challenge.
more if I joined in, but okay.
Second story is full of memes.
Alright, so what does SAO mean to us? Or is Beyor not done with his promotion thing?
Yeah, I'm done with my promotion.
Okay.
We can rule out the off-topic discussion because it's been more than 10 minutes. So yeah,
Just a little
need to
bit. Just
do
a little.
that.
Just a little bit.
little. A little.
God damn it!
He like mutes, then disconnects entirely.
And we will
Damn it,
later
I
learn
hate
that
this.
they are-
Oh.
have
What is
further
it?
assistant.
It's one of my lower neighbors.
What a lovely
Okay.
neighbor.
Haven't heard from him in like 5 days, and now he suddenly decides, oh, I need to shake this entire building! Oh, annoying.
Lovely.
Sounds like you have great neighbours.
Can you imagine you like knocked on his door to express your annoyance with him and he's just like, I'm fucking, what do you want? He muted himself right after I said that.
Okay.
Oh, this is part.
Do we continue?
Yes.
What needs to do?
Yes.
We just
Panzer,
go. Just
what
I'm back.
does-
move along.
Okay.
Moving
Everybody-
on. What SEO means to us, since I keep suggesting that we should do this, I'll head start it, I guess.
Yeah.
Righto.
So SAO, to me, I am deeply in love with the concept. Like, very in love with the concept. I love the characters, and I kind of like the original storyline. Like, it's good, but it's not the best thing in the world. Like,
Has
it's got a lot of potential.
Yes. Yes.
And I feel like it could have done a lot better.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Panzer?
And I think the characters, while their personalities do have their own appeal, they could be a little more well-rounded, which is what I want to do with some of the characters in my fic.
Yeah.
I want to give Asuna some. When she unlocks her fire conduit powers, she becomes a little more aggressive and competitive and things like that. She becomes a little more brazen, basically.
Is this before or after she manages to open the menu?
Fuck's sake. I guess you could say she learned how to open up the menu after she got her fire conduit powers. Literally, the only thing that's inspired me to do that was when I saw the one scene from My Hero Academia where Endeavor was all prominence burn and then
that
just
was
burned the
beautiful.
shit out of fucking, what was his name? Hood? High End? I have no idea.
High end.
High End,
that was
yeah.
a good scene.
That was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Although, when taking Dobby's quirk into consideration, the blue fire, I had half a mind to make Asuna's power the whole blue fire thing. But I figured that'd be going... Because with conduit powers, it's pretty general elements and things like that. Like for Kirito, it isn't a specific thing that he can do with video. It's literally just video manipulation.
Oh, okay.
That means he can edit the record for me.
Although my main motivation for even writing that sort of fanfic, other than no one else has ever done it, was also because how fun would it be, like how cute would it be if for Asuna's birthday, Kirito brought Yui to the real world in the form of a hard light projection?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's basically what they are. Hard light projections is basically a hologram that you can touch. Kirito could literally just bring Yui into the real world and literally make her invincible.
Wow.
Wow.
That's an interesting concept. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Food for two.
She walks into the Dicey Cafe one day and Klein's just like, Hi, Asuna. Hi, Kirito. Hi, Yui. He stops for a moment. He's like, wait.
With this 18-year-old with a 9-year-old child.
Since when did Yui get here? Am I stuck in the virtual world as well?
Yeah.
I thought I was on my day off.
I want to read it.
Wow.
I can imagine Asuna's fucking mother having a heart attack when she realizes she's a fucking grandmother way earlier than she thought.
That's a true panic moment.
There's something I've actually wondered.
I believe she is already, Ken.
How old Yui would be considered if she was an actual child?
If she was an actual child, how old would she be?
Yeah, because
I would say 11, actually. Like, at most,
Kirito
11.
Where in the story?
When Kirito and Asuna meet her, they're what, 15, 16?
Kirito's like 15 or 16, and Asuna's like 16 or 17, because Asuna is canonically a year older than Kirito is.
Which means for people who didn't understand, or people who don't understand how she became their child and everything, she'd be like 5 or 6 years younger than them.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Child.
They started early.
Started very early.
I feel like if Yui were to like walk around with the two of them in the general public themselves, they probably think, oh, she's a younger sister or something, because of the of the age gap. Like it's 5 years, but it's not that far.
Yeah. Then she starts to say, "Daddy, mommy," and people look at what?
Everyone just fucking pauses, just like, wait, what?
Oh no.
What?
Anyways.
How old are they? They look so young.
What is that
Your
secret?
sister calling you
The
daddy?
girls are looking at us, and it's just like,
What's wrong
what
with you?
product does she use?
Are they ever married?
What product did she use? Fucking Fountain of Life or something? Or like Fountain of Youth?
Yeah, must have done.
Okay.
I'm going to call the police. Oh my god. I saw something similar to that for Demon Slayer. It was fucking Muzan, the demon guy from Demon Slayer. It's like, I'm gonna call my demons.
Right, okay, trying to.
And then there was
Trying to
another
haul us
comic
back.
meme where it's like, he is the demon of all demons, and his name is Muzan. And in the last panel, he just does that sideways glare, and in the subtitle it says, he's menacingly.
That's when we are really menacing where her he is menacing.
Dude, the most menacing hee just hee or something like that.
Okay. Bear,
Yes.
what does SAO mean to you?
As I said, I was an SAO fan. I basically started anime with SAO. Before that was the Familiar of Zero. I don't know if anyone heard of that anime.
Which one?
Familiar of Zero.
Yeah. I read
It's
the
a
light
very
novel.
old one, but it was very good. And then I started with SAO, and I liked it. I want to know more of it, and now I'm following like 12 animes. So it's basically the start of my anime journey, my fanfiction journey, of course.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, that's what it means to me.
Nice.
The journey to the dark side.
Yeah, basically.
We have cookies.
We have cookies. Put that cookie down. Now.
Okay.
Who is it? Mike go next?
Panzer,
Yeah, I guess.
let's start with you.
What the franchise means to me. It's quite a few years ago now. In end of high school, I made a bet with someone, basically saying that whoever lost had to watch the entirety of the franchise at the time, and I lost, so I ended up watching it. But at the time, all I really heard about it was how bad it was. So when I watched it, I came in with not good a feeling of, oh guys, it's not going to be great or whatever. But more watched it, it's like, okay, there's good potential going on, but I'm not. But some parts are still not as great. But after that, it's like, okay, what if you change this? What if you change that? And then gradually a different story emerges, which personally I think would make it better overall. And that was my journey to the dark side of fanfiction writing anyway.
Nice.
So that's my story on it.
Nice, nice.
Okay. Lenerk?
Nain, what is? Well, this is awkward.
Go on.
What SEO means to me.
For those of you who don't know, the typing is me looking up Demon Slayer moves on Michael Jackson memes.
Nice. For the memes.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah. As well as I was saying, what SEO means to me. I came across it.
That fucking silence, that immediate silence from all of you. Did you all just see the meme I sent?
Yes.
Oh, that completely stopped me in my tracks with what I was saying.
Sorry. Continue. Be distracted by Michael Jackson. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyone who doesn't know, we're just posting memes here on Discord, and everybody is just.
Don't worry, I record my Discord and I'm watching the memes.
They all are watching the memes.
Yeah, I came.
Menacingly.
Sorry,
So
continue,
Continue,
I came
please.
across SAO about 5 years ago. As it was the anime I came across first before I knew it was light novels or came from awful writing. And when I first saw it, as I think everyone did when they first saw it, I thought it was really good. And on a second and a third rewatch, you start to realise a lot of things could be better. But that's how I came across SEO. But it's one of those things. It's a great concept, but it's just very poorly executed.
It's a good idea that inspires us all, alright?
Right, Nain, what does SEO mean to you?
Okay, well, SAO was one of the first anime, or rather light novel that I...
The way you said that, anime.
Anime? Rather, I started to read it as a light novel, and back then I was, 12, 13, just a little kid who wanted to have a good fantasy, and it just captured me so well, and I just stayed there because so much potential is there. That large world of Aincrad, 100 floors, all that things, all that stories that could be there, and for me, that's what SAO is. It's a great place for an infinite amount of stories to be had. Yeah, that got
Nice.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's self-promotion time again.
and it's my turn.
Nain's
your
turn this time.
Fucking Panzer in the chat. These are necessary podcast trust.
They are necessary.
Yeah, they are.
Unnecessary sacrifice for the sake of salvation.
I think.
I'm sorry, little one.
I think I will.
Okay, we're going to the next topic.
Yeah.
Yep, self-promotion time.
Favorite SAO moment.
Hang on,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's,
Oh, how I have a moment for you.
not yet. Not yet. It's Nain's self-promotion.
Yeah, self-promotion.
It's his time.
Self-promotion again?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
weird.
Nain. Nain
This whole
time.
podcast is self-promotion.
Promotion.
Do we have to promote ourselves every time we switch to a topic?
Well,
It's-
we should have off-topic between them, but we're always off-topic.
This is just the pilot. We can adjust things as things go on in future stuff. So
That's a
all
pilot.
right.
it's a pilot.
Okay. All right.
We're not an actual pilot. It's a pilot episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we were an actual
If we
pilot,
were
we'd be
real
doing
pilot, we
content.
would be crashing.
Yes.
If we were actual pilots and this was a plane, it would have crashed before it took off.
12 times already.
It just gets to the end of the runway, it just collapses straight away.
Or we would be going to the wrong direction entirely.
Or we
This
glitch
is
out of existence. Like in a bad game.
Okay, back to the schedule. Back to the schedule.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Self-promotion.
Favorite SAO moments.
No, self-promotion.
Okay, fine.
You
I
really
guess I'll
don't
start.
want me to self-promote myself, right?
Unless you really don't want to, we could move on.
Okay.
We can move on. We don't really have to self-promote, I think.
Alright,
Unless
alright.
somebody wants it.
I think I mostly self-promoted myself in my introduction. My sole SAO fanfic is a Katekyo Hitman Reborn crossover. That's basically me putting
Could you write
Tuna.
that down?
Me?
Please continue. Please continue.
No, nothing. Don't mind me.
Stop distracting. Thank you.
Okay. I will stop. Okay. Let's move on. I feel like I don't. I'm not wanted here.
Beyor.
Okay, we'll move on then. Jeez.
I feel the love.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Okay, the favorite SAO moments. What were your favorite SAO moments?
The moment Kirito accidentally grabbed Austin's boob.
Yeah. Oh no, not for me, but that's a good one indeed.
I forgot the reason he did that actually. Like,
Fell on him.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
ran out of
I
the
mean-
teleport gate and crashed into him.
And then he's like, "Oh, if you open his eyes, grab something," and that's the first thing he grabs in the usual trope.
Yeah.
oh, right. I remember now.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Who's next?
Yeah, I will tell my favorite moment. It was basically one of the last episodes of the last season, during the talk of Kirito and the scientist. What's he called again?
Kaiba?
I saw Kirito and the other scientist on the computer.
Is it Kikuoka? The guy in
Akihiko
charge.
Kaiba. There's
He
also
basically said, "My queen and I have," and then you see all those. Sorry, I switched to Dutch. And then you see all those moments between them that they are just so couple in the analyzation, and that's pretty beautiful, if you ask me.
all
Really,
right.
that's so cool.
Nice.
Nice.
My favorite moment was, I talk about Gungai Online a lot, but it was the first scene, I think, in it, which was the first introduction to Sinon, where the gunfight against these random people, which are supposed to be carrying an important cargo, and it turns out one of them has a minigun.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
So,
Oh, dude. The moment I saw Sino with that fucking sniper rifle, I fell in love because I main sniper rifles in Call of Duty.
yeah, it's like it's out of the entire fight scene, I just find cool but hilarious at the same time. It's like, yes, this is really cool, but picture it in an actual FPS. It would just be hilarious.
Finally, a Sword Art Online waifu that fulfills my sniper rifle fetish.
Yes.
Next one.
Sips wine. Yes.
Oh yes.
Next one. Who is?
Lenerk.
Who hasn't told the favorite moment yet?
He's muted. No, he's not.
Anna?
Leonard?
Don't try to think of mine. Don't try to think of mine. Shoot.
Just say something. Say something random.
Quick, someone get him his thinking grenades.
Blood for the blood god.
Skull to the skull throne.
Milk for the cornflakes.
I think it's time to execute the order cheese.
Oh, I was hoping someone got my... Because when Leonard said, quick, I gotta think, I was like, quick, someone hand Leonard his thinking grenades.
No,
It's from Family Guy.
I haven't watched Family Guy, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, do yourself a service and please watch it.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
If I had to,
the hugging grenade.
choose.
Hugging grenade. Yeah,
Hugging
that's also
grenade.
pretty.
You know, I'd have a mind to actually go through my entire fanfiction where Kirito decided to grow out his hair in the real world because Sugu liked it. but I scrapped the idea.
Fair enough. Anyway, continue. What was your favourite
My
moment?
favourite moment was when it ended.
That's the same. That's the kind of sentence that goes along the lines of, now to go to my favorite place in the world, anywhere but here. How long have you been married? 46 years. When was the happiest moment of your life? 47 years ago.
Of course. My favourite place in any town is the "Thank you for visiting" sign.
What is
You get to wear 3 rings: the engagement ring, the wedding ring, and the suffer ring. Classic.
Well, we all know it all
Keep on the schedule. Keep on the schedule.
Yeah. Schedule.
Okay.
I think
my favorite
in all seriousness.
Go.
Hello, please continue.
Well, for me, my favorite moment is actually in episode 1 of the first season, when after Kayaba finishes his speech and Kirito realized that this virtual world basically became a new reality, and it's such a good moment where it shows that he had a small cut on his head or hand before starting the game, and he suddenly showed it bleeding on his virtual body. I think that's my favorite moment because it's so beautifully done.
I can
Nice.
understand that. I
The
can
realization.
Speaking of bleeding, I think the thing that they did wrong with SAO, especially in the first season, no blood in the actual game. Like, for fuck's sake.
It's a cheat game.
Beyor, fuck!
Damn it!
He writes it with no K. I would write it FOCK. Just fuck.
I typed a little wrong, but I was planning to use the K, but
It works. It still works. The K has gone missing. Holy shit, Panzer! We didn't know. More than fucking buzzing. Next topic. That would be the idea of the Discord.
No.
Although it did say mainly if we get Guaffy on board.
Yeah, he's disappeared for a few days now.
That was more.
He's idle. So he's there.
If he wants to join, if he doesn't respond soon, we'll just continue on.
If we are talking about the idea of the Discord server, I think it's really remarkable that it's been 3 weeks since it came to be, and here we are every day making memes, talking SAO, talking about story IDs, and here we are doing a podcast. Right, guys?
I think the original. I think I remember Count talking about how there was a lack of overall, like there's a lack of a community centered around this one idea, and that he would do it himself, like to gather as many authors and readers as he could into one place. And frankly, I think he succeeded very well in doing that.
Yeah,
extremely well.
I'm just thinking about the Avengers meme.
So well, they even got a podcast.
Quickly, Talon, we need your voice that
although
the Avengers line. We need those who can. How it is in the trailer.
I don't know how long this is gonna last after everyone else listens to this first episode, but for now, we've got a podcast.
I'm down for the second episode.
It is just for fun. Just for fun, and we already knew that we are chaotic and that this is not going to go well, but.
I don't really like theory crafting with a lot of you guys. I think that's one of my best. I think that's one of the best things about the server. I can actually talk to people with consistency about my SAO ideas.
Yeah, and then
people will actually listen.
Yeah, it can bounce ideas off each other, and it snowballs, starts appearing of just all these random events. It's like earlier today, it was just.
It doesn't get caught between the lines.
Yeah,
or it's less likely to.
Yeah, it's like even if it's just a meme idea, or whatever. Like earlier today, there was one of them just what if it was Sword Art Online, but it was made by Bethesda or something, so it just be incredibly glitchy and people would die, not because of the bosses or anything, but because
of the fucking glitches.
Yeah, of the glitches.
Or a crack fic where it was SAO, but it was made by fucking EA of all people.
Activate ad blocker.
Activate ad blocker. To continue story, you must pay microtransactions. Or that's the thing, you gotta pay. Your family has to pay. Like, can you imagine EA posts the death game, and then they say to your family, "Hey, do you want your family member to live in this death game? Pay fucking microtransactions." That'd be so. That'd honestly be kind of fucked up, really.
Yeah, but something they would really do, to be honest. If they
they really
I
do
can see
that.
it happening.
Yeah, because their family matters. Their family members do matter more than money, at least to most families.
Yeah.
I'd hope.
Yeah.
So yeah. Although I do remember the crack fic idea that I had, where it was literally just the cast of SAO, but they're playing Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, I remember that idea.
I
Yeah.
remember, yeah.
I am actually planning on writing that. I am doubling down. I've already written a couple things, and to make it seem more genuine, I'm using a free online application for Cards Against Humanity where it's a random black card, and I've got a hand of white cards, and my hand of white cards are the white cards played by the cast for the black card.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's actually quite a nice idea, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, to make it seem more genuine. To make it seem more genuine.
I want to read it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Yes.
Do it.
Yes,
Do it.
I am doing it. I am executing order cheese.
Oh, the cheese was. I loved you. My parmesan.
I feel like with a fix like that, I can bring out some funny quirks out of the characters.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Kirito was a total former Call of Duty player, and he was such a trash fucker too. Like, every time he would throw a grenade up in the air, like just randomly out of nowhere, and it somehow still kills someone, he would just suddenly yell, "Yeah, that's right, get shit on, pussy fart," and just like.
Well, as we saw with his,
the other people are looking at the video. It's just like, wait, that was you?
as we saw with GGO, he prefers to use a sword in gun games.
Kirito's dark
So I can imagine him
He
running around
melees
with a
the
knife.
shit out of people in Call of Duty with like a combat knife.
Wow.
Machete or something.
That's like the running joke among him and his friends on Call of Duty. Just like, oh, spending another day getting absolutely fucking terrorized by Kirito. Doesn't use a gun, uses a fucking knife, and still always kills us.
Nice.
Okay, should we move on or someone?
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Ooh, I remember that one day I just planned to go to sleep, and I just got a message that lenerk maybe that I missed the Star Wars reference. You know, I can't believe it. I missed the Star Wars reference.
You missed the what?
I don't think it was me, but you did miss a Star Wars reference.
Yeah.
Oh, Star Wars reference. Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Heresy.
I'm so ashamed of myself that I can't believe it. Okay.
I think we've talked about this one. I think this one topic for long enough. The next one is self-promotion after that. I think we've already done that.
I don't even know we're having a schedule anymore. We have self-promotion, future plans.
Future plans. We already went through future plans when I talked about my Cards Against Humanity video.
I have to talk about my future plans, so let me have a say.
Okay, so wait, we're doing future plans and then we're doing self-promotion. Okay, go on.
Okay. Well, I talked about it. I have a SAO and Star Wars crossover in mind, where I basically replace Sword Art Online with Star Wars: The Old Republic MMO.
Oh, I talked about that with you.
Yes.
Yeah. I talked about since Tarlo wanted to add like different races and stuff,
Yeah.
and I figured it would actually be a better idea to have like the face paints and accessories of other races as in the form of a cosmetic rather than an actual part of them, because they could still be there, but they don't feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because
it's a work
that's
in
like
progress.
2 years of them getting accustomed to suddenly having a tail or an elongated neck and
Or maybe more.
or even more stuff like that, like 4 completely different arms or things like that, or a multiple set of eyes. And once again, I feel like it'd be better just to have them as accessories and cosmetics rather than an actual part of them, because then they go out into the real world and suddenly they don't have an elongated neck or a tail, and
That
it
could
just
be
interferes with
interesting.
their overall daily life.
That could be interesting.
Like
idea.
it was even showed in Canon SAO where Kirito in his kendo battle with Sugu, he does the same stance. He even does instinctively the whip of the sword and sheathing it. And he's
Yeah.
like, old habits die hard, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, I abandoned that idea. I will stick to humans, but I will try to add a few accessories.
yeah. Oh, I also suggested the idea where you suggested the idea where Kirito would wear that breaker apparatus, which was that face mask thing that that one Sith guy wore.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I introduced the idea of when he enters combat, it folds in like Optimus Prime's mask in the Transformers movies.
Yeah. Or
Like that'd be so fucking cool. I'll send a GIF of it. Hold on.
you sent
I
me
know,
let's
like,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
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 I'm still gonna send the GIF because that's such a good GIF. If I can
Especially-
fucking
do
find
you
it.
remember- Do you remember which of the films it was from? In Dark of the Moon, that was a really good one. Just saying, where would you be without me, Prime? Time to find out. Mask comes in and then just rips
that
his
was
head
the
off.
third movie, yeah.
Oh yeah,
That
the
was-
fucking mask.
Yoda
like,
is Black Sportsman comedian. I love you
Optimus
guys.
Prime.
Memes.
Yeah, I found it. There it is.
Oh, that's from Age of
Yeah.
Extinction.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
But dude, the way it folds in and then just tink.
I will definitely add to it to Kirito if you need it.
Well, you're going to make him Optimus Prime now.
No, the folding
face
There are
mask.
so many crossovers.
I also suggested the idea of a Sith-only ability, like an aura of death,
Yeah.
where Kirito will paralyze or temporarily paralyze
That's actually that ability. Is,
enemy NPCs
that's
around him,
Yeah, that's
like for a short while. And while it doesn't directly affect players, it still scares them shitless. Like it still scares them stiff.
Yeah.
Because it is so menacing to look at.
A fun fact. That ability is actually in the
Not like a
original
curse.
game.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is cursed. Kiritomus Prime. That is cursed.
Prime.
Okay.
Ugh.
Let's move on.
Oh my
Who's next?
god, the face gun. I remember that.
Yes.
Ooh.
The film was awful, but I really enjoyed the designs.
Oh yeah. And the transformations. Oh my god, that was such a good use of CGI.
Yeah.
If Xenon was a transformer, she'd totally have that face gun.
Oh, yes.
All right.
She's
What about
so
you,
aggressive about it too. Hey, guess what, shitlords? I got a face or I got a gun for a face.
I can imagine Kirito doing this.
He quotes fucking Scout from Team Fortress 2. Hey, Chuckle Nuts, think fast.
Deal.
Okay.
God, it's true.
Let's move on. Who's next?
Right, Bear, you got any future plans?
I have
Future
still
stories
4 stories that I need to finish. So
Absolutely
one
not.
story is probably around 2.5 million words. So
Holy.
yeah, it's currently 500,000 words. So and I'm only on floor 26.
Wow.
So what, you gone
So
through
much
every...
content in there.
So you went through every single one
though,
then?
Panzer.
That one is just time to find out.
Time to find out. Think. And not only that, can you imagine Kirito's mask folding in and then pausing for a moment and then finally assembling together fully, but with the sound of Iron Man's mask coming together, like the menacing tink?
Yeah.
Like, dude.
Yeah, it's just, where would you be without me? Time to find out. And then the mask just forms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I can't even fucking read that dialogue, the one that Tarlow sent, because it's got makeagift.com in front of it. Surely you can, and then there's the letter D after it.
I think it's dual better.
You disappoint me, surely you can dick.
So, no, I have no future plans coming, just 2 stories that I need to finish. So, can go to the...
Oh my god, I had an idea. So, once again, this is a real world idea. Kirito, while everything's all said and done, the GGO incident, SAO, Alfheim, all that shit, but he still anticipates real threats to his family. He then becomes Iron Man.
Yeah.
What?
We need that.
And instead
But
of
he needs a sword.
Asuna comes in. Are those bullet holes?
No.
Kirito just looks at her while the machines are taking the parts off him with a little trouble, and he's like, okay, let's face it, this is not the worst thing you've caught me doing.
We need that in our lives.
I'll shelve that idea for later.
Yeah.
People say the story
there's
writes
a
himself in it.
It should be like he's flying somewhere in the armor, and then Klein calls him on the phone, and I will get you back in a second.
I also had the other idea around Transformers, where Kirito, through the use of the full dive technology, he makes an actual Transformer, and he psychically links himself to the Transformer to control it through his mind via the full dive system.
You have to call it a GoBot then.
Absolutely. The fucking GoBot, yeah.
Yeah, call it GoBots, come on. But then you have actual Transformers which will appear, so it's like, there's just to differentiate between them. Although there was a good fan fiction which I actually partly read, which was it actually included Soundwave and how he's actually connected into the I think it was it to begin with. It's like actually helped to actually make the it all in the first place. That was actually a good story.
I just love the idea of Sugo having kidnapped Asuna, and is like, come to this location and we can bargain there or something like that. And then Kirito comes in as a fucking jet. He transforms, lands on the ground with a giant thump, and it's just, and in his automated voice is like, Sugo, I've come to bargain.
He's just part of the Gundam universe now then.
Kinda, yeah.
It's prequel. So this will be a prequel.
Our online mecha.
The jackhammer arm. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Kirito to Sugo.
I had that same idea with the Transformer thing, but instead Kirito makes Ultron from the Avengers.
Oh wait, which Ultron? There's 2 kinds of Ultron. There's the one from
the cinematic one, the movie cinematic one.
Okay,
that one was a full badass, and I love him.
I'm thinking of the comics one, which is a motionless killing machine. He doesn't crack on with jokes and wise talk and that. He's a calculating cyborg which will not take no for an answer.
No, I'm thinking that one.
That one.
I had a sub idea like a subclass idea of that original idea where Kirito makes Ultron, but Ultron is literally just a stand.
Ooh.
Like Kirito's inspired by the idea of stands, makes Ultron the robot, and Ultron just floats around completely invisible. And just like, oh, see this? This is a stand. I made my own stand. Look at him. Isn't he pretty?
Great minds think alike.
That's exactly what we're just going for. Just everyone creates the thing they dread.
Everyone creates the thing they dread. Men of peace create engines of war. Invaders create Avengers. People create smaller people. Children. Yes, children. Designed to supplant them, to help them end.
We need to hear your voice more, Talon. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
We'll just set up a podcast episode and just let you talk for a couple of minutes.
We need a
Funny story. I actually joined this. Funny story. I was playing Overwatch the other day. I entered a completely random party that was just only full of girls, and in my best corpse husband impression, I was just, "Hey, baby, how you doing?"
Wow.
I could practically hear their panties soddening every time once they heard me.
I had shivers. Wow.
They're the same, but they left.
They were just like, "Oh my god, we got corpse in the call." I'm just like, okay, full disclosure, I'm not actually corpse. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. What? I don't get it.
Oh, it's just people saying that. I thought it would be good for the time, but I guess not. I don't know.
It's for the meme.
Okay. Quite the meme.
Things work out better when they don't make sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't need to understand.
Continue back to the schedule, or
At this point, we should just talk about whatever.
I think that's off topic for the rest of it.
Honestly,
just see how long.
What is this podcast
topic.
SAO Fanfiction. What are we talking about? Everything else.
Everything else.
Well, we did set a 2-hour time limit, and if it wasn't for Talon, we'd have been done about an hour ago.
No.
Fun fact: I made a JoJo stands for Kirito and Asuna. I made stands for them. Kirito's stand is called Ultra Numb, and Asuna's stand is called Dragon Force. I think I introduced their fan and wiki articles a while back.
Yeah, I saw the picture, the dragon one. It had Reshiram.
Yeah, the one that's based off Reshiram.
Yeah.
I figured Reshiram would be a good appearance for a stand for Asuna.
Yeah,
because it's vast white and it's very imperious in its look. Like it has a very regal and angelic aura, similar to Asuna.
Yeah.
Whereas with Kirito, I decided to go for the Black Panther look because fuck it, it's a fucking panther. I feel like if Kirito were an animal, he'd totally be a panther.
Oh yeah.
Propane nightmare, dude! I so badly want to introduce. I want to introduce my dad is a huge fan of King of the Hill. I want to introduce him to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, have him watch a few episodes, and then show him that fucking video.
Propane nightmare.
Propane nightmare. What?
That's the thing. With all these stand names, they have to work in such a way that if you have to shout them out in English, and it has to work. That for me, that's what makes a good stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Zawado.
Zawado. I can actually repeat a full Japanese line from Diamond is Unbreakable. It's Okuyasu's introduction to Josuke.
Oi, Josuke. Go on, do it.
Okay, give me a minute. Higashikata Josuke, omae wa kono ni Jimura Kiyosu no The Hand Gakesu.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. Bravo.
Impressive.
Bravo.
Brilliant, well done.
I think
Yes.
from the next episode we will need a separate segment for Talon alone. For the lines, for the voice lines.
I'm flattered. I'm deeply flattered.
Just
need
an
that
hour and a
voice.
half segment. Just an hour.
Hold on, I'm gonna do it more seductive. Oh yes, I'm very flattered.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. The shivers, man. The shivers.
Of course, I can do an evil laugh.
Do it.
evil.
The silence. Ooh, I can do impressions.
Whoa.
Wow.
Overwatch characters. I can do Soldier 76. I can do Reaper. I can do a slight Zenyatta. And I can what's the other? No, it's just those guys. Oh, McCree. I can also do McCree.
Okay, do McCree.
Okay. Justice ain't gonna dispense itself.
Nice.
Come over here and get some healing.
Die is minder. That's one less. Sorry.
I actually, for Reaper, I actually got to put some anger into it to make it feel more genuine.
Anger management.
Yeah.
Okay, Reaper next.
Let's try that again.
Ooh.
Wow.
Terrifying.
Actually, I feel like I could do it better. I feel like I could do. Let's try that again.
That one is better.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm also sitting in the wrong position, so my diaphragm's barely doing it. Like, I gotta be upright for it. Okay, let's see if I can. All right. Let's try that again.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, look at me. I'm shaking.
This is my curse.
Nice.
I can do the laugh. Actually, I can do the laugh a little better.
McCree was
Evil.
spot on. Reaper not so much.
The laugh?
Oh, I mean, before the McCree impersonation was very good. I thought almost that was it.
I'm also using a different
One,
mic.
a little.
Like if I did it with my original microphone, like, hold on. Okay, let's try it with this one. What the fuck? Oh, I'm echoing. My end. All right. Let's try that again.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah,
Was that better?
a little better.
Yeah.
It's progress.
Ooh, with this mic, I can actually, I think I can do a wrecking ball, fucking hamster, or at least his automated ball, like his machine voice, like
Ah,
control link established.
good.
Wow.
I thought you were gonna sing Miley Cyrus with Wrecking Ball, but
I came in like a wrecking ball.
The only thing it's missing is like a wall falling down at the same time, but literally coming in like a wrecking ball.
Oh, look at me, I'm shaking in my little space boots. Honestly, if I were to do something like that, I would have sent the meme where it's Megabind, and he's like, oh, I'm shaking in my custom baby seal leather boots. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. Ooh, I could also do Cusco from The Emperor's New Groove, I think. Hey, Krog, can you tell me off, pal? Be a friend?
yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
I gotta put some practice in, though.
I love how this has just become impressions with Talon.
Yeah. I told you we need
Their
a
new
separate
section.
segment.
It's been more than 2 hours for this podcast, and there's a large segment of it around my fucking voice.
Yeah,
We need that
pretty
voice.
I just want to say for the
Oh
listener.
my god, I wonder if I could do Markiplier. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's 1.
Fine addition to my collection.
A fine addition to my collection.
A fine addition to my collection.
Ding.
Yeah. Hello, Dad.
Okay.
You fool! I am immune to your little human virus.
You are.
I actually got that idea from General Grievous going to a hardware store or something, and he meets a fucking Karen who doesn't wear a mask or something, and he starts coughing. It's just like the Karen is just like, you could still have corona. And fucking General Grievous is like, I have a condition. You fool! I am immune to your little human virus. And then fucking after Grievous purposefully coughs on the Karen is just like, you're gonna have to leave now. And then he's like, make me Karen scum. Immediately, the Karen pulls out a lipstick, and it's a fucking lipstick lightsaber.
Yeah.
I will deal with this Jedi scum myself.
So, as you've said, it's been more than 2 hours. Do you want to end it here?
Yeah, I think we should wrap it up, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait to actually hear the full thing, in spite of the fact that I've been the full thing.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it as well, but I don't like the sound of my own voice. So
Yeah.
I'm the
yeah.
exact same.
alright.
Trust me.
Can I just say one thing? They made a schedule, and under
And we deviated completely we forgot the schedule.
we said want to try and keep any off-topic discussion to a bare minimum, at least for the pilot episode.
We know
Think-
that it wouldn't work. We know we can't keep
I think
a
most
schedule.
of this was off pilot.
Panzer and Leonard thought the same thing of posting that fucking meme. General Kenobi. Yeah.
I suppose I shouldn't have posted the General Kenobi, considering I posted the hello there in the first place.
I sound like a pretty good. I think I could do a pretty good hello there. Hello there.
Yeah,
you,
pretty good.
Kobe, you are a bold one.
You are a bold one. He just shredded himself to pieces.
I just also love that the listeners cannot watch any GIFs here, so they are just thinking, what are they watching?
What are they talking about?
It must be fun.
Basically, we're just sharing thousands of memes of Star Wars and
Oh yeah,
time and
That's us.
the SAO Fanfiction podcast where we talk about nothing but impressions and Star Wars memes.
Yeah, and self
It wasn't.
promotion.
It wasn't.
I didn't even go to the
half.
cheese memes yet.
It was on topic for the first half, kind of, mostly.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Possibly.
Nowhere near.
There was a desperate attempt, but we lost.
It failed. We'll get a next.
I think.
But I think, besides the fact that it was only relevant to SAO for the first half, I think this entire podcast would be entertaining overall.
Yes, that was the whole idea.
Oh, I want to cry. It took me 40 minutes to write.
That reminds me of the fucking scene from Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs. It was the second movie. It was Officer Earl. It's like, it's enough to make a grown man cry, but not this man. Get back in there, dude. The fact that he sucked in a fucking tear through sheer force of will. That dude.
That was an amazing movie, by the way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a leak in the boat.
That when the leak screamed like that, it actually reminded me of the Turtles fucking meme. Just
Okay, I think we should wrap.
And we have a gif of the same scene.
I can
dude,
never
like
finish
how
a
did he
sentence.
do that? Just just fucking.
Nice.
Willpower. Anyway, we should conclude this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I had a lot of fun. I don't think you disagree. We should do it sometime
No,
too.
it was
I
good.
think we had a lot of fun here.
Yeah,
Great.
Perhaps a little bit too much fun, but
We'll,
Yeah.
and it will be
We'll-
nightmare.
I can end it in my
Schedule
seductive
next time.
voice.
we'll just pretend it didn't take me 40 minutes to write a plan we didn't stick to, but you know.
Oh, I feel so bad now. Fuck.
we kind of did stick to it. We tried, kind
Right.
of.
We tried.
It's
tried.
That's the
alright.
There's an
operative
We'll
effort.
make we'll make the next one
So,
better.
do you guys want me to end this in like my seductive voice, like, and as always, things like that? Ooh, like the on that bombshell. It is time to end. Good night. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was going to say to begin with, it sounds like, oh, we're going to return to monkey.
Monkey! Monkey!
reject humanity, become monkey.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to actually end here? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. Here goes. And on that bombshell, it is time to go. Good night.
Hey, we got it.
Good night.
Hey.
And recording.